soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pointers.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Whoop up on my cousin's ass real quick, you know what I mean? You've been talking crazy to me the last couple days. Why is Tua in the game? Is Goff hurt? Did he retire or something? What the fuck?
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to...
Fuck is Goff? That nigga just took himself out the game. I ain't never seen that. Nigga, please. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I'm dead serious, dog. I am. Let me see. Alright. Oh, I know what happened. I made that trade so a bunch of niggas went somewhere else. That's what happened. My whole team fucked up. It's all good. Let me go. I got everybody. Queen. Xavier Collins. Come on, Collins. That nigga was talking crazy to you. Yeah, you can go ahead.
He was planted in the backfield.
Talking crazy to you.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Gone. Incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
God!
When you think about this defense, this week in preparation, you couldn't hide.
What more can I do?
Facing a team that's lost 7 in a row, you just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the...
He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
I hate this angle shit they do on
taking it about the 16. And they will rank
kicks,
it down
man.
a couple of yards shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that falls to the ground.
Talk to him. Let's go, Hobbs. You just got your superstar status.
And now it brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams.
Damn, that nigga fast.
The 25. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see him take a deep shot in this game.
And that
fuck, see, knock that nigga off his ass.
3 yards in the air. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Lions at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To the outside. That's
you got to stop them RPOs.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Goff.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Williams loses the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed that offensive line.
They'll give it 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, my God.
2nd down. Goff. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne...
Is y'all crazy? 1 yard? Is y'all crazy?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything.
That's what we do. Nigga, I pressed triangle 10 minutes ago.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down.
The fuck?
And the Lions will take over.
You've been talking crazy to me.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I beg your pardon?
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
Thank you.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Yeah, let's get my young guys. Let's get my young guys up.
As much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here we go. Hey, 3 for 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going
Yo, what is that?
Stop him behind the line. David Ojabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the
Dog, what? Never mind. Never mind. It don't matter.
I don't think it's all been his fault.
This game is crazy, dog.
A loss results there.
Crazy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
3 for 1.
There's Goff. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Y'all niggas finna be in
And they'll
trouble
have it
next
in
year.
the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller.
Oh, DJ Moore heard you was talking
Sometimes I
shit.
think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, "Hey, who's gonna make a play for me? I just need something right here." And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Handoff
Man.
running left is Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss
That was my
of 4
fault.
on the first down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Goff now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14.
That's bullshit, Frank. Why you calling my shit bullshit?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
That was your fault, dog. You should have fair caught that.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. At their own 42-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gone.
Thank you.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Goff on first down.
Stop doing that. Damn.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Lions are going to have the first.
Crush it, dog.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
Oh, stop playing with me.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
46.
A give to Elliott running left. Nice little juke. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
All right. We'll do this then.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again.
We'll do this
He's
then,
since
that's what he want to do.
Behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Man, I didn't put swap ball. Use my picks.
You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's got another first down. He's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh!
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions.
Look at this goddamn new addition, huh? Hey, because if it isn't love.
Because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy
I'm gonna stop messing with
number 2.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks.
Man, come. Oh, my God.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now it's gone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Dog, get the... Come on, Madden.
Lions are going to have great field position here as this is
Goofy shit.
shy of midfield. So that now back-to-back
Daxton
drives
Hill.
that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting
You said I should be at
taking
50.
the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14.
All right, okay.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Dog, come on.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? They threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
You're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't
already
change.
Past the whole offensive line, but it's a whole
score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Play action. It's gone. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the counter, ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. ETN once more. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, gone. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Doing that stupid shit.
Lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there.
This game is crazy.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life.
Wide
Instead,
open.
they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
No respect. All right, whatever.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, You can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Back to throw. Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This for the lead in the final stages. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
Prescott. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 98 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. 47.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. To Williams on a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A first down carry by Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 131 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Elliott. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Forced out to his left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get out there.
Inside give to Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Hey man, would you hurry up, dog?
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hit Instead, it's second down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Second and 10. Goff again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime.